Hello, this is the first of a three-part series on Sage CRM basics. Um, the first thing we want to do when we get into Sage CRM is go to the URL that has been provided, enter your username, and enter your password. Once you've entered your password, you're brought into the first main screen, which is called My CRM. Now, the way the application is divided, it's divided into basically four areas. You have up here is the context area. This context area tells you exactly where you are in the application. So right now I know that I'm in the My CRM for the system administrator, who is me. Now if I click on another area, it will tell me where I am. It'll tell me that I'm on the team CRM for right now an unassigned team. Now I could choose a team, and that will give me now the team where I'm at. So up here it just tells you where you're at. Over here you have tabs that are specific to where you are at. So for example, under the team CRM, I have calendars, I have leads, I have opportunities, cases, solutions, etc. Now some of these tabs will be dimmed for you depending on what your function is going to be. On the left here we have the main menu buttons, and in the main menu buttons we have the Find, the New, the My CRM, the Team CRM, the Reports, etc. Some of these also will be dimmed for you depending on your functionality. The Find will always be there, and what the Find does is it allows you to find any company or any person in the database. Over here we have the main screen, which is the content of the information for any one of of what's in the context area. And then down here we have the actions buttons. So for example, right now I'm looking at my calendar and my tasks in a two-column format. If I'd want to see it in a list view, I could just click on list view, and it will now show me the list of contacts that I have to contact, or that my team is actually contacting. So that's it. So now as you see, I'm here in the team CRM, and over here I have all the contacts that I need to contact because I am in the calendar. Now you'll have a couple of other ones here, but most of these will be dimmed for you. All right, in most cases. Now, so that's how. Now, to navigate also, if I go through the tabs up here, there's one tab that is always there, which is the recent. And this will give you all the recent contacts that you've made, or the recent companies that you've been into, or the recent people that you've actually seen, the person that you've actually seen, been to. It'll also tell you other things that you've been to. It keeps a history of the last 10, 15 contacts that you've made, whether at a company or a person. That's the recent. Okay, and all you do is you click on the recent. One very important thing with Sage CRM is that you use the Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer will allow you to use certain of the functionalities. You could log in through Firefox, but it's better to use Internet Explorer, because with Internet Explorer you can start using right mouse button clicks on some of these buttons. So this becomes very, very easy now to find somebody. All I did is I right mouse clicked here, and then now I could find a company, a person, or any one of these other things. We are going to be focusing mainly on company and person. So for example, if I want to find a company, I could just go to company, and let's say this company starts with ZZ, and I can click on enter, and it brings me up all the companies with the word ZZ. Now if I click on company, I bring up a company, for example, here, you'll notice that the context area up here shows which company you're in. So it gives you just some basic information. But then if you want more information on the company, so I know I'm in the company entity, and it will allow me to see some information about the company and some address information, some phone and email information, and who is the main contact at this company over here. So that's what I get when I look at the summary. And the summary is really is where you're going to be finding and being playing in most of the time. Over here, you will have the communications tab for the company. So the communications tab will allow you to see all the various communications that you have made or that anybody has made with this company. Now, what's important to understand here is that over here on the right, you have the actions button. So right now, I'm looking at the communications, but I'm looking at the communications that are pending only. If I want to change to see all communications, I can just click on all, and then I press the filter button, and then I will see now all communications that I've had with this company. Now, if you see a check over here, means that these communications have been completed. They've been done. A communication is either pending or it's complete. If I want to go back to look at the people in this company, I can click and I see that there is only one person in this company. Now, from the summary screen, I can get there too. By clicking on the contact, it takes me to the people tab automatically. Again, if I click over here, I have a bunch from the summary tab of the company. I have all these various hyperlinks that I can go to, and I can click on the contact, or I can click on the addresses, and this will give me all the various addresses. So some companies have many different locations, and here you could put in all their various addresses. All right, and again, it's very simple. Again, you click on new, and now I could put in the address 1234 that way road, and then the city would be Toronto, let's say, and then the postal code, zip code would be M2N1J8, and so on and so forth. So this way I could put in all the various information very quickly, and I could say, is this a shipping address, is it a billing address, is it the head office address, and then I press save. And this particular methodology of adding any type of information is pretty common. So for example, if I wanted to add another person to the contact, I have here at the company ZZ Junk, I can add a new person. Just click on new person, and then from here I could put in the person's name. All right, and ZZ, and I could put in her title. I could put any notes about this person. I could put in what territory they're from. So let's pretend that these people are NEC. And this person is an admin person. I could put in their specific address, and then I could put in their phone number if I wanted to. So here I could put in a phone number of, let's say, 905, and always use the number. Do not fill out the area code or the country. Just fill in the number, put in the area code, and then 455, and then 1212. All right, and then the email address, and whatever you have, just put it in, press save, and now that person becomes a person. Now notice that we are now looking at a person entity here. All right, notice that this is the person entity, and it's part of a company called ZZ Junk. So if I wanted to go back to ZZ Junk, I could just click the hyperlink from the context area and go straight back to ZZ Junk. Now, if I wanted to go back to Betty, I can click on Betty, and now I see all the information on Betty, including the communications that have just for her. But remember, this here is filtered to see only the pending communications. If I want to see all of them, I click on all, and don't forget to hit filter. At this point, you can do that, and now I could see all the communication. That's all the communications that I've had with this particular individual person. If I go back to the company and I go to communications, I could see all the communications that everybody has had with this company. So that could be with Joe, it could be with Betty, it could be with all kinds of different people. So this is basically how we are navigating around this application.